Hey guys, morning time. Today's video is basically an info video. I know you guys seen a lot of content coming out of my digital diary, and I've been promoting it. It's not really promotion; it's more like a bad signal. So I'm looking for like-minded persons indirectly who I'm not saying it verbally in these videos. So this one I wouldn't be promoting. You gotta be watching to understand this one. So I'm looking for persons who are interested on their own to really help me. So persons with an IT background and persons with a trading background who more than likely knows what is trading concepts, trading knowledge, done, have done trading, profitable or unprofitable. This channel here, what I'm working on currently is financial freedom tools. Is really to enter the international market and profit, right? We're looking to really attain financial freedom. Well, I am looking to attain financial freedom at the same time not lose my time because I'm a father. I have a son and I'm watching him grow up slowly, grow up every day, and I feel like time's running out. So I don't want to waste time looking at chats. I don't want to waste time looking at screens. I don't want to waste time at a 9 to 5. I, I don't want to have him living in a daycare while I work to pay a daycare when I could not just be home with him, but carry him places, go places with him, go places I never been with him, like so all this is like is really a more of a social preference or a personal preference. And this digital diary will record the fact that I am working towards this. This is my real goal. Freedom of my own time. So I'm looking for like-minded persons who wish to join me on this, help me test and not promote. We're not looking to make money off of nobody else. At the end, what I had said, I'd create a copy trader, and if persons want to profit of what I'm doing, I'm not selling my projects. I am currently giving them out until I am completely happy and satisfied with all my results. I would have no need for persons to be really with my projects. If persons have it and want to monetize it, that's no problem. You won't be getting my code, you'll get the executable program. So, in today's video, I know that was a long intro. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing and talking about is what are EAs, expert advisors, how to use an expert advisor. And I just want to touch base on scams. So, coming down to the end, the scamming part will be. So, but for now, I'm really going to break down how to use and what is an expert advisor, right? So here we have an MT5 terminal. For traders, most persons use MT5 but don't know there's not a desktop, but a Windows application or a Mac application. There is a computerized version of the same set of application with more technical analysis. So here we have, this is how your MT5 terminal is usually started. These are some adjustments. I know you see guys will see here with no tick data, well current tick data, but this is my tick data for testing. On top here you'll see your usual pairs. Like if you open a trading view, you'll see usual pairs. Here you'll see your connected accounts, indicators, expert advisors, script services, markets, VPS. Expert advisors are trading tools. So there are different advisors already built in. There are examples of expert advisors. And there are some free robots. But what I do is I code my expert advisors for myself. See here I have a couple, right? So these here are my expert advisors. Now how do you use these? These is drag and drop. And this pop-up will come in and then you take here and you go across the inputs and the suitable inputs based on the EA's explanation, or you could load the inputs, which I already have. See here, I have my list of inputs. See, there's my list of inputs. When you fire it, turn this on, it will start. Now here's the catch: an expert advisor is a 24/7 running robot. Now there are expert advisors built on time, like you can wake up in the morning, turn it on, and it'll work. Then you turn it off when you want to turn it off. But that is not really automation. right? So with that being said, you wanna automate this program, right? So to automate the program, first and foremost, you'd need to put it on a device that's on 24/7. Now, we already covered what an expert advisor. An expert advisor is an MT5 trading program, or it could be an indicator that helps and manage and support your trading. It is its own individual entity, not meaning as living and breathing. It's a program entity. It's a program. It's not a bot. It's not an AI. It's not those fancy terms. No, it is a program. And this is the catch. This is how persons get scammed. They think it's AI. Now, you can connect this to AI here. Somewhere here. I don't know how, right. And with this, you'll get your feed. Here, you can input the feed for your APIs. The APIs are not programs, but skins of programs that have different function. You can have a ChatGPT API that automatically tells you to buy or sell, or tells you when news are. Those are the kind of stuff you have. With that being said, we understand what as an expert advisor now. How to use it is drag and drop. Put in your relevant information and you leave. My expert advisor is 24/7. So, with my expert advisors being 24/7, it needs to be running 24/7. And how do we get it to run 24/7? VPSs. A VPS is a virtual private server. This here is NYC servers. I like to use this one because it has a low latency. And you need low latency because latency is how long something takes to be done. If we check here, Xness, real. I think mine's is be 22. No, 12. Something so. 1.0 milliseconds. My current location is 145 milliseconds. That's 1 second versus 1.07 milliseconds. Using a grid expert advisor, sometimes you need that real time because say news is happening and price shoots up. You need it to execute immediately as soon as. This is why latency is important. So NYC has low latency and it is fairly priced. It's fairly priced. So monthly, $20 a month. For a basic VPS. The standard VPS is $32. I use basic. Now it says 1 to 2 trading accounts. I currently use 5 on mine. I am going to upgrade over time. But for the while, it is fairly okay for me. So with that being said, right? You need, to use an expert advisor, you need an MT5 terminal on a VPS to be up 24/7. Now, what a security a VPS also does is it's always connected, always online, and always connected to the internet. You need this because you need your bot to always be online to execute your trades. You might say when you go to sleep, you open a trade is running in profits, and then when you wake up, bam, it hits stop loss. You know, if you have an expert advisor, it can manage your trade with a trade and stop loss or break even feature. While you are sleeping, your bot makes money. When you buy a bot, you want to get the full use of it, so you put it on a VPS, right? So I think that covers the whole what is an expert advisor and how to use it. Different expert advisors have different function. Each of my expert advisors are tailored with different theoretical trading styles, back tested to show profitability over the past period. Now I know you guys saw a tab open. This is the part where I go across to what is a scams. Now, you need to understand something. When you started going to the world of expert advisors, there are going to be a lot of scams. You see, these kind of lines, no drawdowns. If you go to the balance, withdraw, no kind of profit. These are stuff you gotta be aware of. I have been scammed a lot, so I am here to ensure you guys don't get scammed. I'm not saying this trading system is wrong, it's bad. But this here is more than likely grid trading. Grid trading is not bad. I have a grid trading bot, right? But what I can explain to you is not all grid trading bots are profitable long term. I test my grid trading bots for longevity. If I wanted to test for short periods, I would have got plenty of working settings. But instead, I test for longevity. I tested through the COVID period. Now, what happens is these guys, they bait you. Profits, fancy videos, fancy cash outs, jewelry. They do like their normal trading gurus do, quote unquote. And this time they say automated, fast profits, high percentage. That is not trading, that is over leveraging, that's gambling. You don't want to do that. I'm not advising you not to try these guys. You probably have been looking at expert advisors to buy, but I'm telling you, in this day and age, you can make your own. I am making my own. All my strategies I speak about, persons can go online and make their own. I'm not gonna say how, not gonna say where to go. I'm just saying you can. You can. So this is just one, right? I supposed to have another. Hang on. Right, Queen Song 66. So what these guys also do, they also say they make quote unquote, they make replicas of the same program. How would you know a replica of a program if you don't get the source code? How? You won't, right? So I have here in a Telegram group where this guy is saying he's making copies of other persons trading bots. Watch this guy. This is a copy of it. Check profits. Profits really hasn't moved since. So what's the point of buying something that isn't working right now? What I'm doing is showing you live testing data. I'm showing you back test confirmation. This is the kind of stuff you need from your vendor. This is the kind of stuff you need. You need back testing videos, trading logic confirmation, outer sample data, outer sample tests, forward testing. All this I'm doing. I'm just trying to promote that, hey, you can. There's a lot of scamming going on. Don't get catched. Basically, don't get catched. Don't get caught in the crossfire of or what to say, not high, plenty risk, but more of a get rich quick scheme. Don't get caught in the crossfire. 2026 January is halfway through. Don't fall victim to these guys. Don't fall victim to these guys. On another topic, I had pulled this up. There are different types of EAs: trend following, scalping, grid trading, arbitrage, martingale, news based. News based, you need an API. Martingale, if this trader win, you double down on the next one. Arbitrage, you trading counter trades. Grid trading, grid style. This is why I said with a grid, you'll always be in profit, but floating drawdown. Scalping is fast execution. That is when you need low latency. Now, for some of my expert advisors, you don't really need low latency because I don't have a high volume trading bot, high frequency trading bot. There are categories with high frequency trading bot, and I am considering making a high frequency trading bot for most likely Bitcoin and gold. But I'm more think of it like the gambling bot. My gambling bot, like I'm bored on a Monday. It's $300 and see if you get it to 1,000, withdraw 500 and leave it to see what happens. That kind of way, it will always crash, but it can make you some profit. You just need human intervention on how to exit. Longevity, high frequency trading bots are rare, very rare. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying there's, if a vendor is saying it's a high frequency grid trading martingale system, but just think of it as a nuke. Think of Hiroshima, it's gonna blow up. So yeah. So that was today's video. This was just an information session. Um, how are things on my end? Fair to find. Um, yeah, we haven't done one of this in a while, but life is life, and I've tried sports betting. It isn't going too good. My New Year's resolution was discipline and accountability, and I'm not having both. I wanted to stay away from the live casino blackjack. I've lost all my money 3 times in a row. Every time I say I think I've learned, and I haven't. So I think I need daily affirmations. Besides that, the sports betting is actually profitable. It's just on a small scale, you wouldn't see it because when you have a small balance, you'll think to parlay, and most of my parlays lose by 1 leg, 2 legs, and five legs. Recently, I've started using AI, so and yesterday was 11 units profit. So I think I'll continue with that. Yeah, I'm doing sports betting on the side. Try to make the money somehow, but I think I'm gonna pile all my resources into these bots. Currently with the forward testing, it's looking ish, but again, January is a hard month. What I'm really doing is using the forward testing data to confirm the back testing logic. So I'll download the tech data for January when January is finished and run each bot and see how it matches with the MyFX blue track record. Once it matches, I'll put it live. Once it go live and it passes a funded account, a prop firm, and then gives me funded, and I make a 1% or 5% withdrawal. I'm targeting 10. So once I get that withdrawal, I'll take piece of the money, put it on a live XNS account, a copy trading account, and set up all the working EAs on that, and then I would tail that with live money and send out the links and whatever for anybody who want to copy, who don't want to go through the hassle of buying a VPS and put it on an EA, managing it and all that stuff. You could go use the copy tree. And then what I'll do with the rest of profits, you gotta bank some and buy an next prop firm. So I'm gonna scale basically. So first thing, I'm gonna buy 5K accounts because less risk. Is only $33 or $36 on funded pips, so that's a plus. From there, scale and probably work our way up to 100K account. See if I get like 500K accounts, and if every month I could get 1% withdrawal from each account. 1% of 500,000 is 5K. And then when you do the profit split, which is like 80-20, if you do it every Tuesday, I think, or 60-40, I still walk away with over 200,000 in profit. That don't sound bad to me. That sounds real good. I actually work for only about 1,200 US a month. Is that correct? No, work for a little less than 2,000 US a month, so like about 1,800 US a month. With loans and debts and stuff, it's workable, but you don't have the freedom to walk in a store and just buy some for your wife. It's her birthday, just buy her that Birkin bag. But yeah, guys, so financial freedom, right? It's not the ability to just do what I want, it's the ability to really be free and independent. I'll not have to rely on a 9 to 5 or a job, or have to worry about how I'm gonna make ends meet. So that was today's video. Info session completed. Like, follow, subscribe. See you guys in the future. You know the drill, guys. Stay frosty.